Falcons. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hey, go here!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Notre Dame man is Theo Riddick, down right around the 25. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Coleman, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54, Seth! Hey, express!
Now Ryan on second down. Offside completion to Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you'd gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Get up! Left! On!
On 3rd down, it's Coleman, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll run it right through it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and roll. This is Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
That's it, baby.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Set. 280. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
20. 21. 39. On.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Stafford going to come up first and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Underneath for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
You don't want no problem.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Stafford here. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again is Stafford. It's caught outright by Graham. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stafford now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone.
Get a leading! Get a leading! 22!
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They begin the drive with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
20! Hey, express!
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
21!
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. This is Coleman. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The final shot before the break. Stafford. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he can't goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun, gun, gun! Status, 280! Gun, gun, gun! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4!
On third down, Ryan. Forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, wait. Space. 12. Got it.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Stafford. And left side here, it's Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down to Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Fight. Set. Waiting. 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 44 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, How does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Now it's Stanford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford now to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go play action with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gun.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Let's go. 21. Go. Let him go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, that's Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Gun!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Hey, Tuesday. 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now. Still trying. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Ready! 280! 20! 20! Tighten up! Tighten up! Tighten up! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw is Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
21! Set! 280! By 54!
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And Graham's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Big 20.
4 down, check.
Set, white 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Set, 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Coleman now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just